What becomes critical is that you can make something look really pretty and you can make something look really nice, but how do you make it authentic? And that is where I think no one like Mr. Nolan to really drive that sense of realism and authenticity. I think the whole aspect of, creating those vistas and those visions of, being in space and being in that part of the world that you've never really seen before, but making sure that everything that we do is sort of hiding behind the emotional graph of the connect the father has with his daughter and how he's really trying so hard to sort of make that connection with her as he's battling through all the challenges and the complexities of time and space. And so for us, when we're making those scenes, when they're in the spaceship and they see the world outside, or whether, he's falling through and he's sort of seeing his daughter behind the bookshelves, and like those are all the scenes that come to my mind that needed an incredible amount of detail. And while it has the splendor, it doesn't take you away from the emotion of the scene. And that's the most important thing. I always say to people, visual effects is not the reason why a film is going to be connecting with the people. In fact, the more seamless we make it, the better or the more successful the film will be and the engagement with your audience will be.
I guess there was a classic case of Waterworld, which is a movie I saw a long time ago. It was such a big budget, but it looked like they put everything into that with less substance on the story, when you can even see films like Avatar, as you described there, that the world that they created was so incredible. It was perfectly integrated into the storyline. It wasn't you were just mesmerized by the world. You were part of the story. You were along for the ride.
Avatar is a great example because the whole use of 3D and the design of Pandora, where while it was absolutely spectacular and beautiful, but it was immersive. You actually felt like you were in Pandora. That is where you see the genius of the filmmaker to sort of really transport the audience to that place, to make you feel like you're experiencing that in front of you. And that is when something goes from good to great. And therefore, it's not just a pretty visual, it's your environment, it's what you're now believing. You're actually seeing those characters there and you believe like that's happening to them. And you feel for them and you have joy and you have tears and you really emotionally are on this roller coaster kind of going along for the ride. And that is what great masters of filmmaking, that's what they do.